Okay, we appear to be live. This is just a little test thing, so I don't expect a lot of people to join because, well, that's why partly I did it on YouTube, is because maybe I don't want a lot of people to see it first. While I'm just figuring out the kinks. But, yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of programming work and just talk through what I'm doing. Which could be kind of cool. If you're not a programmer, it might be a bit slow, but I can just talk about the game and so on, and if anybody was interested about the development of the game, had any questions, suggestions, anything, that would be cool. So, I guess what I'm looking for right now is the freaking stream. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, okay, so I'm able to watch my own live stream. It seems fine. So, yeah, I guess I'll just get to it. What I've been doing right now is I'm implementing these tools. So, I'm working on the garden screen. Before we had the coop and the shop. Well, I'll show you what the game looks like right now. It's been a little minute since the last update. Here's where we're at now. Oh, that's slowing the hell out of it because... Okay, hang on. Just stop doing this for a sec. Okay, where are you at? Tools, select. Yeah, let's just forget about that for a minute. That's the function I'm writing right now. And it's slowing things down because, for whatever reason, an array that should only have 2 entries has infinite entries, because of course it does. Okay, this is what the game looks like right now. If you've seen the videos, you'd have a better idea of what that actually looks like, or how it actually works. But yeah, so we've got this first area here, the coop area, and the shop area. And you buy things from the shop, and the whole game is about... Well, I have a description of the game here. There we go. Pet the Chicken is a point-and-click retro farm sim / market game. The world is divided into various screens with tasks that allows you to obtain various items to sell, allowing you to make money, buy upgrades, and sell animals and crops to make more and more money, creating growth progression. So it's sort of a market game around generating items. So you start off with the chicken. This guy is going to... This guy's going to give me eggs. And, oh, it's very slow right now. Oh, probably the stream takes a lot of the GPU, so, this game's gonna be slow. Yeah, it's gonna be very slow showing me this game, because my graphics card is just crap. Well, it's not crap, it's just not meant for, like, high order stuff like this. In other words, it's crap. It's not a gaming thing. So, yeah, I wish... okay, yeah. So we have this shop, various items that appear. You can sell more chickens, and there's ways to increase your yield. It's a loop where you get money for growing your farm and doing tasks. So this coop area is going to have its own tasks, and this next area is farm area, and it's having its own tasks. So I've been working on this right now. Okay, so I want to have it so that you select this hoe tool in order to be able to do this. So I did figure out how to hoe the tiles, and oh my goodness, accessing and changing the tile map, for whatever reason, was such a pain in the neck. The STI, the simple tiled implementation, it fully took me like 4 or 5 days to get that to work. But I have this little click to till, but it would just be click and this item is selected. And so we just need to make it so that this is a click handler that sets the item to selected, and then have some visual indication of selecting. Yeah. So I think what we need to do is make like a selector. So I have this idea for what this one looks like. We're still at 0 views. Still at 0 viewers. I kind of thought, I don't know, I kind of thought being live, like, some people would crawl out of the woodworks. That's fine though. This is just a little test to see how things go. And now I know things like, I probably need a better graphics card, but I don't really have good money right now. It's whatever. Let's see. Yeah, new. Then okay, so the those tools were 16 by 16, and I want to surround them by a box completely. So I guess I have to add 2 to the width and the height to do what I'm trying to do. I want to make a box around the texture completely. And so if we're doing 16 by 16 textures of any shape, then I guess it should be 18 by 18. And if that doesn't make sense, hopefully it makes sense in a minute. 18 by 18. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So that's a very weird, very, very weird scale to have this at, but whatever. Okay, let's go a bright red. Yeah, very bright red. And we'll go right around the edges. So you see, because this is 18 by 18, an entire 16 by 16 texture can fit right in here, because that should be, well, yeah, because it's 18 by 18, so yeah, 16 by 16 is this little area here. And so that will encircle, well, encircle, it will conceal the texture with a square. It's a box. Alright, so I'll say this as selector box. And then we'll go, let's make this into a ping. Bing, bang, boom. New texture. Okay. Where are we at? No. Wah, wah. Sprites. Okay. Sprites. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure how much people, like, do people watch? No, code-alongs are a thing. Like, I've seen that on, like, Twitch. I feel like, unless it was an interesting project, probably only game dev would you want to watch somebody code. I don't know, though. Anyway, I'd probably move it, Twitch. Well, the thing is the Steam algorithm is such that if you make a good game, people will buy it, right? So, well, people often say, this is my market research, the people in the game dev community will often complain. They'll be like, well, I can make a good game, but I can't advertise it. That's kind of not how it works, because on Steam, more or less, if it's a good game, people will buy it. There aren't really hidden gems. And so, basically, if people aren't paying attention, or if people aren't buying, it's because it's just not good enough yet. Which is bold for me to say, sitting here with 0 viewers. but it's cool because I expect to have to build this over time, and my first game will not be a masterpiece. It would be nice if it was a little something something, but I don't expect it to be a wild success. I just expect it to be enough that I can be like, well, look, this is a direction I can go into and make money doing game dev. Because even if I wasn't doing it as a job, I'd be doing this as a hobby because I love making games. This is awesome. This is what I want to do. And so I think if I just stick with it, I can make it into a career. So yeah. What was I doing? Oh, I'm getting all distracted. Okay. Sprites. Bing bang boom. I'm on this ADHD medication, this Vyvanse. And oh, that's loud. See, it's fucking always boiling in this room because I'm right beside an attic, and it's just always hot in here, even in the winter. So I have the window open, but it's like loud as hell. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm on these ADHD meds, so I'm like go getting shit done, which is good. But at the flip side, I'm like so distracted constantly because my mind is just all over the place. So I keep talking and not actually doing what I'm trying to be doing. Speaking of which, oh, here we go. Where's the texture? There it is. Selector box ping. There we go. That is your texture, my lord. Okay. So now I have a little script to implement textures. So we go to sprites. Okay, here we go. And oh yeah, okay. So this is gonna be a weird one. Go selector. I'll just call it selector sprite because I don't think there will be other selectors in this game. It's probably redundant, that little member, but the name, but it's kind of helpful. I was using it for bug fixing a bit. Not right now, but it is helpful. Man, this project has, I feel like, improved my ability to bug fix, I'm not gonna lie. Because, oh man. It, I guess I was used to, what are they called? I'm thinking IUD, but I believe that is the wrong thing. That's something different, isn't it? Development environment. You know, this thing. It's not coming to mind. Your little program that lets you, your editor, basically. Where is it? Selector. There we go. Selector underscore box ping. Okay. Selector box ping. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I was used to Visual Studio and stuff, and web dev, and it had a lot more detailed error messages. Whereas with this, it's a bit less robust, which is okay. But it just means that bug fixing is a little harder, because Love does not really give you... It doesn't really tell you that much when an error happens. But I've sort of learned how to comment usefully, or print messages usefully, to figure shit out. Because when you just go like... Okay, well, because... I feel like 90% of fixing a bug is figuring out what's going wrong. Because if you know what's happening and you know what you want it to do, you can just change it. So the problem lies is when you don't actually know what's happening. And so you can use you can use not comments. You can use the console basically to have you know what functions are even being run. Which maybe that's obvious, but basically I'm just making better use of them now.
Okay, that looks good.
So what this is gonna look like is something like if selected, then we're gonna draw that. We're gonna have to draw that. Oh yeah, draw tools for blah 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 and pairs tools. Oh yeah. And if that tool selected, is that a member? Then is that a Boolean member? Tool selected? Yes. Yes. So there we go. So if where the hell? Where in the hell? There we go. If tool selected, then we're gonna go basically do this guy, except your sprite is going to be our selector sprite. Biome, and your X is gonna be tool X minus 1. Remember, because it's one bigger, and your tool Y. Ooh.
Either -1 or +1.
Because it's negative, right? I'm gonna go -1. Then if it's off, I'll be able to see. Because the Y is like weirdly inverted, like the grid is weird, so it might actually be plus here. I still haven't gotten it straight exactly how that's meant to be working.
Okay. What am I doing right now? Love graphics job, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's right. But it doesn't get selected until I need to fix this first. Okay. So this is giving me lag because it would literally go because it's for should I
guess I shouldn't assume people know Lua. I'll assume people maybe have some programming concepts. So this is a for each, basically. So this is the key, this is the value. So what this does is it takes a table. So Lua is not object-oriented. It compiles into C. Lua compiles into C, which then compiles into assembly. So it's not even directly compiled into assembly, it's compiled into C. And so in C, your tools are objects. Or sorry, your tables are objects. And it's just a way to bundle information together in a way that combines object-oriented programming with arrays. So object, class, array, it's all just this simple table construction. So if I'm looping through it here, because I go for tool in tools, right? Tools is a table of tools, and one tool is one instance of that tool, right? So like that watering can was one tool, and that hoe on screen was one tool. So for each tool in tools, it does all this and checks if it's being selected and so on. However, it's acting like this is of infinite length when it should only have 2 things in it, because I only added the 2 tools, the hoe and the watering can. So instead I'll do a numeric for, because that's no good. So let's let's do some research here. Numeric for Lua. I don't know the syntax offhand, on God. Okay, for, well, because, yeah, okay. For, what is it, key value max? Key condition max? Okay, for index function do, oh. Wait, but there's no expression 3 there, is there? Oh, wait, okay, so I equals 10. 1, it doesn't define the numeric. It doesn't define these. That's annoying. It doesn't define expression 1, expression 2, expression 3. Does it? Wait. Each value of variable from 1 to 2 using 3 as the step. Got it. Got it. Okay. Got it. So let's say for I equals 0. Since it's not index and key, well, it might kind of be, but I'm just going to use I because that seems to be the convention. Then your max is length. Tools length. There we go. And then your expression 3 is the incrementation, so 1. So for 0 to tools length by 1, do all this stuff. And tool should instead be maybe tools at I dot sprite, because tool is no longer defined. Bing bong. Good old Monster Bub energy drink. Okay. Let's do that again here. For I 0 to tools length 1, if k is not equal to exclusive select, then... Oh yeah, so I only want 1 to be selected. And so when you click on something, you set it to exclusive select, then it just loops through again and make everything else false. It feels redundant. I don't like rewriting code because this is like an identical for loop, but it kind of, I don't know, it's the only way I can think of to do this, to be honest. So if tool selected, yeah, so instead of tool dot, it's going to be tools I dot. Okay, so now let's do this again. Oh, yeah, that function isn't being run. Do. I should watch back this stream to find out if it's unbearably boring. Do. I also wonder how much background noise is getting. If there was somebody in the chat, they could tell me, but no one's watching. Okay, so tool Lua 39, attempt to index nil value. That was an error, by the way. So attempt to index a nil value. Oh, because the first iteration is starting at 0. That's my C-based mind fucking me up there, I think. We start our iterations at 1. Attempt to index local element nil value GUI element 25. So that means that means it's getting to check click, which is in GUI element, which is another script. What was here? I closed the window. I forget what the error was. Hang on, let's do it again. There we go. GUI element 25. So attempt to index nil value. Okay, so what it's not able to access scale X in whatever I'm throwing it, because that's an important part of. You can't know if you're clicking it or not if you don't know how big the thing that you're supposed to be clicking is. So, a member of tool is scale X. Oops, that was weird. And so that means it doesn't know what tools 1 is. Tools at something equals, let's say tools at instantiate tool. Tools at tool length. Yeah, so the key is numeric. The key is already being set to that numeric. So 1, 2. It should be 2. Wait, it was already 1. But by instantiating it made it 2. Oh, okay. So that's a read problem. So that starts at 0 because... Well, no, because that'll put it at 1. But then it increments the length. So the length is longer than the array should be. Okay. So what that means is that tool length minus 1, because it's supposed to be less than. If we were doing C, there'd be like a less than Boolean statement here. Same error? Hang on a sec. In function tool select 39. Yep, as I suspected. 51 check click, 25 check hover. Attempt to index local element. Why can't you index it? Are you telling me it doesn't have that value? Well, hang on. Scale X. And that's all lowercase. What did I call it in GUI element? Same thing. Yep, same thing. 25. Why is this a problem? Element scale X. Element scale X. Okay. So scale X has to be a member of... Oh, wait. Check hover sprite element chord fix. Is that... Did I call it right? Hang on, did I call it right? Is it element sprite or sprite element? Sprite element. Oh. There we go. Tools at I. That's what it was. I was still using tool. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck that is. It would be really cool if they would like underline things like that, like the Visual Studio does. But hey, you know, maybe it's good practice debugging. We reached the half-hour mark. Yeah. I guess even if no one watches, I can just kind of leave this up as a little something. I kind of thought, like, 1 or 2 people would look at it. I guess not. This was just meant to be a test anyway. It's not a big deal. Okay, so I believe we figured that out. Let's check it out. And she runs. Yay! Okay. Can I select it now? No. Okay. Okay. Tool select is on. Speaking of commenting, well, not commenting, the console, I need to get rid of that noise so that I can actually read this. Hang on. Tile utility. No? What is it? Cropland Lua. There we go. Yeah, that's that's me mentioning the I mentioned that. It's like this stupid line took me a long time to figure out. Okay. Okay, yes. That was printing what tile I was looking at. And so was that. So let's rerun and see. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's a little cleaned up. That might not have been on the screen. Oh well. Okay. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing right now? Oh yeah, okay. K is true. So that's when you get sprite tools, whatever, false. Is it... Do I have to do the coordinate thing? Oh yeah. So early on I bumped into an issue where so I've made this function which is to help me handle clicking things, because of course this game has a lot of clicking stuff in it. Oh, that's the same line, okay. And so, but the thing is that the mouse and the world use different coordinates, and you have stuff like buttons on the screen, like the bag and stuff, that move when you shift, like the bag and the arrows shift when you move from screen to screen, right? So those are drawn relative to the window which is like mouse coordinates. But things in the level, like the chickens, you can click on them to pet them, or the clickable things, you can click on them to obtain them. They use world coordinates, and so this function has to know the nature of the thing. So what do I do for item clickable? Do obtain if check click blah 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 true. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's gonna be true. True. Because otherwise the coordinates would be wrong because it's looking for mouse coordinates. What just happened? Oh yeah, it's weird. Sometimes it launches and then just kind of doesn't launch. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens. Crash. Okay. Attempt to concatenate global K. K should not be global. Oh. Yeah. Duh. Hang on. What did I do? I put K here. Well, okay, well, oh. It should be I. I didn't change it to I. Of course there's no global K. If there was a global K, I wouldn't have any self-respect. I would shoot somebody if I thought they had a global K. Okay. So, yeah. That loop was supposed to... Oh, wait, I wonder if it actually set the first thing to true. Did it actually do it? Did it actually set the hoe to true? No. No, it set a few hundred empty addresses as true. Why would it do this? Oh, it went off again. It sent everything to true, then everything to false. Weird. Why would it do that? Okay, so it's because this 4 should only be to tools length. Right? This should only go twice. Why is it going over and over? That's weird. Okay, so if it starts as 0, okay, it starts as 1, then when you add one thing it's 2, and when you add 2 things it's 3. So we've gotten to 3. 1 less than 3 is 2. So this should run exactly twice, because I is 1, then I is 2. So this should run twice. Why the hell did it run 650 times? I mean, that number is kind of interesting too, like... See, like... 786? See, holy shit. Why would it be like 700? Like, that's not even like... Why would it be that? It feels very random. Like, it's not even like a power of 2. I can't think of why that would be the case. This should be the maximum. So a 4-1... Okay, let's just test this. Let's do 2. Let's see what that does. Oh, and then I have to move it onto this monitor so you can see. Moment of truth. And same business. This time 696. Why would it be different? That's very interesting. Why is it different? It says 2 is true. Oh! The first loop worked. The first loop worked because it only set the The watering can to equal true. So that worked, but the other one doesn't. Why would it be different this time? Okay. So hang on. What is the... Before, it was 2's length minus 1. So, I wonder how exactly this works, because it should be C and C in C++. I haven't really coded with C much, but C++ kind of is C, so I don't know. The way it would work there is that it would check for... Well, you would write a Boolean condition, and you would say, like, if this middle condition remains true, it keeps going. And so you would say I is less than tool's length. But this is not a Boolean, this is a max number we're putting in. And so I'm wondering, like, if this was already higher than this somehow... Like, suppose this isn't 3, like I think it should be, and it's 2. If it's 1 and 1, does it just skip over and run forever because it's already greater than? But then that would be kind of a shoddy way to implement it. But I guess let's find out. Like, if it could do that, that would be kind of a stupid thing on behalf of Lua.
Tool Lua 39, attempt to index nil value. Why?
I think it should be 0. I think it should be 0, then made 1. Yeah. I don't know. Just I'm not really...
Why, oh why? Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, shit. This is only supposed to be... This should only be once. This should only be once. You see this? Populate tools, making the tools. That's why it's going up to like 700. Because I made like 700 tools. I'm just an idiot. I just Oh, you know what? And when they're being drawn, they're just layering on top of each other. Okay, that's goofy as hell. Alright, let's get that out of there and go up to init. It's kind of a mess up here. There. That way it only runs once. Okay. So I go to run it and it just like, you know. Okay.
Attempt to index nil value. Hang on a sec. Oh yeah, what is it, 39? No, it can't be this. Tool, 39. Yeah.
Let's print the tool's length first, just to see what happens. Oh, 2. Attempt to index nil value.
Okay. So 1 to 2. So tools at 1 or tools at 2. Tools at 1, not Oh.
You know what? Whoops. Whoopsie. There we go. That's what I meant to do. It's because of that. Because he was setting them... Because, yeah, it counts up to 2. But he was doing it in the wrong order. So it was marking them as 0 and 1. That's why. Bing, bang, boom. Okay. I mean, that seems to be in order. Let's put that there. There we go. Okay, moment of truth. Huh! Oh. Well, let's go back up. What is it done? We can find it. There it is. Oh, 2 is true, 1 is false, 2 is false. Okay. Why did it do that? Do 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 do. Da-da-da-da-da. See. Huh. Okay, I don't know why this isn't appearing. Let's look at something else getting drawn. Well, wait, there's just this right here, and this is working, so duh, okay. Tool X minus 1, tool Y minus 1. And draw tools is... Oh, here we go. For tool in tools... Yeah, the only reason why I even had to make this a numeric 4 was because I was accidentally instantiating a million tools. So now it's redundant, but also it's kind of easier to follow. Like, I kind of feel like I know what it's doing better here this way. So if I just do this, and instead of tools, I go like tools I. Yeah, can we do that? Just go tools I, blam, blam, kablam. Does that work? Does that work still? It should. No errors. Well, okay. Hang on. They're getting put to false. Okay, so what's happening here? Oh, that's why. So it was just setting all the tools to equal false. Because I was still using K. It's always something like that where it's like you change a variable name and it's just like, so what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Fuck off, okay, come on. Alt L, there we go. What? Attempt to index global tool at Lua 29. Where? Oh, yeah, I think it just left something behind. Okay, 29. Yeah, I got you. Oh, because it tried to draw the thing. Oh, I wonder if it's going to work now. It might work now. Check it, yo. Okay. Bad argument to 1. 29. Expected a drawable, got a table for 29 at argument 1. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Maybe this time? Blang. Oh. It works for a split second. But then it gets deselected like right away. So what's happening here? I can... Wish you could pause the game without closing this window. Or like halt the game and look through this window. Oops. Oh. Oh, pardon me. Goodness gracious. Okay. It says true somewhere. There we go, yeah. It says it's true, and then it just gets it back to false, like, instantly. So that's working. But this guy is still... yeah. You know why? It's because it's run repeatedly. Oh. So every frame it's looking through and checking if you're... Wait, but only in the if does it make it true. Hang on. If... Exclusive select equal I. If I equal... Oh... Huh. Oh, okay. So exclusive select is outside the scope of the for, so that should be fine. So whenever this halts because you're clicking the thing... My phone's going off. What's going on? Okay. So... Yeah, the scope should be right. At first I thought it was a scope issue because... Because I'm like, oh, it's looking at I and going, oh, it's not this. But it's comparing it to a local guy. It's comparing it to a local variable. Local exclusive select. Is the scope of a local limited to the runtime of the function? No, it can't be. When you call the function again, surely it's the same memory. Otherwise, locals would be pretty useless. I think? Hang on. Let's see what happens. And let's just begin it with a 0. see it. It works fine. It's just that it's just well, no, it doesn't work fine. The functionality of the selection works fine. It's just that it's getting deselected instantly. And then I want to have it in a bit so that only if this is selected can I till. Then this, when this is selected, it would make that and that, make dirt and till into wet dirt and wet till dirt, which I have textures for. It'll look like doo-ga-doo-ga-doo. Let's see. Farmland sheet. There we go. Oh yeah, this has a weird blue pixel on it. I'm probably gonna have to get rid of that. But so this is a wet variant and this is tilled. It might be so subtle that you can't even tell that this is tilled. It has little shapes on it. It looks more tilled than this, to be fair. But who knows? Oh, well, when they were tiled, they looked better. Sprite actually has a tiled view. It's very useful. Like, look at this. You can just go tile, then you can go grid or tiled mode. Tiled in both axes. Yeah, see? So when you have a repeating texture like that, you can, like, see what it looks like. So that was useful for this kind of thing. Because I was like, well, how the fuck do I make... Till dirt was hard at first, because it was like, how do you make this undefined mass have a distinctive shape, yet be an undefined mass, and it's just pixels? It's kind of hard. Like, it's pretty hard to draw that way. But I think this isn't, there we go. I think my textures are not bad. It's sort of meant to be a bit cutesy and retro, and I think I can get away with it. Well, mostly it was like, because I realized I'm like, my art isn't that amazing, but I always realized I was really good at drawing cute stuff. For some reason, my hands always make things a little cute. And so I'm like, well, maybe if I just lean into that. Something about the way my brain works. Oh yeah, this is a little log of all the stuff I do. All the changes I make. Oh, upcoming features. Womp womp. Some of this I'm not even gonna... Some of this I'm less sure about now. Something I want to work on soon is save states, so you can save the game. Also, I want there to be a Steam page. Sooner the better. Try to get people to look at it. What were we doing? My brain is like fried. Oh yeah. Okay, so I have an idea. Let's see what happens to this variable. That's a smart idea. Let's see what happens to that variable. So that variable, that exclusive select, that's it's to try to make it so that only one thing is... Oh, the game is chugging. It's such a simple game. It's so quick to run. But it is chugging because I have very limited resources on my graphics card. Oh yeah, the mic might cut out from the wind if my window's open. Like I was saying, it's hot as hell in here, but having the window open isn't good for the mic. Okay, why must you crash in this way? Okay, let's do this again, hopefully. Windows. There we go. Okay. So, 1 and 2 are the watering can and the hoe, right? And then that number is which one is selected. Oh, it gets redefined to 0 at the end of... It gets redefined instantly. Oh, okay. So, where am I... That'll do it, donkey. That'll do, donkey. Donkey. Yeah, there we go. Ha ha! There we go! Bing bang boom. But it still works with that. But so, bing bang boom, you have precisely one tool selected, and the thingy fits there. We did that this stream, ladies and gentlemen. We made a selector. Now, because I think it'll be really easy, we've already been streaming for an hour, and this was a fine little practice stream. It's mostly for fun. It's okay if not a lot of people end up seeing these. But, oh, also, like, talking through about, like, stuff helps you debug it. Because you have to, like, put into words exactly what's happening. So, even if, like, no one's... Because this stream had 0 viewers. But maybe subsequent ones will have a handful of people. There'll still be a little, you know... There's still value to it. I guess we'll see if I feel like doing it. Because, again, the popularity of the game is going to be based on it actually being a good game on Steam. Okay. What was I going to do? Yes. So, tile utility to farmland. Why is it like... Huh? It's like not alphabetized or here or something. Where the fuck is... Look at this. There's no farmland. Where did I... What? Wah. What happened? I mean, it's in here because it's being run. Did I call it something different? Filth, flora, frog. Where's farmland? Seriously, what did I do? Did I accidentally move it? Well, wait. Oh, cropland. There we go. Okay, so we have this till function, and what's it doing? It goes, oh yeah, if the ID of the tile is 43 and you click, then you till now, and the floor is set to the new tile. Let's just go, oopsie, bump the mic there, and tools at... What is the index of our hoe? What is the index of our hoe? Okay, it looks to be 2. And tools 2 dot selected. Then it should work. Okay. That should work, but let's just see what happens. Okay, I'm clicking, nothing's happening. I select the watering can, nothing's happening. I select the hoe, and it works! Ha ha! It worked on the first try. That's always good. So there we go. Look at that. Hoe tool. Look at that. Now I'll get that watering and we can work on having stuff actually being planted and growing there. So what do we do in this little live stream? We displayed these two guys. Oh, they were already displayed. We made them selectable. And I mean, yeah, I guess that's it. We made them selectable, and we made the hoe do the tilling. Not bad. So yeah, that was a fun little first stream. I think I'm gonna end it off here because, yeah, I guess I'll leave the stream up and people can watch it in post. But yeah, I guess I'll leave it here. The whole stream had no viewers, so I would say thanks for watching, but nobody's here. If anyone happens to rewatch it later, then thanks for watching, I guess. If I decide later that this wasn't very good or that the mic quality is poor, maybe I'll take it down. Whatever. So yeah. Pet the chicken. Buy it on Steam when it comes out, please.